to do is good.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right, so basically what we wanted to do, man, since we going through everything, you know, around the world and everything, and all the gyms are closing, all the restaurants and everything like that. We want to find a way to make sure that, you know, the members at Burn continue to stay motivated throughout this time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them have become unmotivated because this gym, both locations have been their motivation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them go through, you know what I'm saying, personal stuff, family stuff, and things like that. And Burn has been that way of like leaving all that outside and actually coming here and just having that sense of peace when they come in here, being able to let that stress off, and then, you know what I'm saying, take a little bit of that off of them. You know what I'm saying? They're able to be around their sisters and things like that. They're able to get killed by us a little bit and everything. So basically, man, the reason, you know, I wanted you to come on here is because, you know what I'm saying, the things that you're doing will do work. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you've been talking about. Like, you've been talking about passion and what you talked about this morning about even though we're inside the house, still finding that way to get work done. So my questions for you, my first question for you that I wanted you to answer is, okay, so in the gym and everything like that, we always take protein after we finish working out. And we take protein to what? Build muscle. You know what I'm saying? So in the gym sense, how do you use pain as your protein, you know what I'm saying, to continue to, you know what I'm saying, build on your goals, you know?
Gotcha. Well, first off, I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity and thanking enough of not only me, but the organization, Do Work Impact Group, to actually do this trainer talk. It is a blessing and honor to be able to share the message, not only with you guys, but with your members, man. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. But in regards to your question on how do I use pain as protein, sort of sense, I got a tattoo on the back of my arm that says "Molded by mistakes, motivated by success." And I'm a firm believer that we're all going to go through something. We're all going to face some kind of adversity, but it's how you react to it. It's how you come out of that adversity is what makes you you. I know you were raised in the church, Brandon, the same church as I, so I know you know that you've heard before that everybody is either going through a storm, about to get in a storm, or just got out of a storm. So it's about how you handle and you weather those storms or what makes you you. So how do I do with pain? I understand that if you commit to the process, it's just preparing you for the blessings that's supposed to come to you. That adversity and that pain is building something in you. It's teaching you something. It's preparing you with certain tools, certain skills. It's developing you and shaping you and molding you in a certain way to prepare you for what you've asked for, what you've been working toward. So that pain, just like that protein, we all take protein shakes. We all eat some kind of protein, whether it be a bar or a specific meal, to kind of sustain us after the workout. Right. Well, this adversity that we're going through, this pain that we're going through is just sustaining us. It's preparing us. It's building on to the training that we've already done. So that's kind of how I use pain as kind of a protein for myself in my life journey as we go through things, because nobody's perfect. We're all going through a storm, but it's how you react to it. How are those mistakes? How is that adversity going to mold you? How is it going to shape you and turn you into who you want to be? We all heard the statement that Rome wasn't built in a day. And Michelangelo took 2 years to finish David. Took Leonardo da Vinci 4 years to finish Mona Lisa. So we're all masterpieces, but we have to go through something. Yeah, we're gonna have to be molded, shaped, and chiseled a certain way. So I think that adversity, that pain, is what does that. Even a caterpillar must go through some pain before it learns how to fly. Wow. So if we just keep that in mind, man, and use that pain as our protein, as our motivation, as our fuel, I think that's when we turn that into a passion. That's when we take that and motivate us to keep going.
Right. Can agree with you more, bro. Can agree with you more. All right. So my next question for you here is, how do you use your why to keep going when you come face to face with adversity?
Absolutely. Again, like I said, I think adversity is just preparing us for what's coming down the line. And I think my why, my calling, my purpose is to just share these messages and remind people of how passionate and how special and how talented and how beautiful and how strong and how amazingly they have been built and shaped and created. So I use my why in the sense of adversity, that I know that I am a walking example. I know there's somebody younger than me who's looking up to me. I know that my peers hold me in a certain category, hold me to a certain tier. They expect me to do certain things. So despite the adversity I'm going through, I try to weather the storm the best I can. I know if I fold my tent today, or if I quit school, or if I quit my job, or I say I can't do it, my little brother, my little cousins, my nieces and my nephews, the kids that I mentor, they're going to think that that's okay. Yeah. You're setting a certain example. You're setting a certain precedent, whether you know it or not. I know we've all heard the saying that somebody's watching you, even if you don't know it. So I try to operate like that all the time. Not that I care about what people think about me.
Right.
Not that I think that my adversity isn't significant, which it is. I understand that we all go through something, but my biggest thing is try to always understand that it's a blessing and not a burden. Mm-hmm. That's not a loss, it's a lesson.
Yeah.
And always try to respond and react in the right way, because how I respond is how my niece is going to respond, how my little cousin is going to respond, how I fold my tent and how I kind of give up on myself is how I'm going to do everything going forward. And I don't want to do that. I want to be that kind of person. When people look at me, I want them to look at me as a role model and an example of not only how to be professional, not only how to trust God, commit to the process and do work, but how to weather the storm, how to deal with any adversity you may face. Because like we talked about before, it's going to happen, but how do you respond to it?
Thanks. Yeah, man. So, I mean, I could totally agree with you, bro, because, you know, just like I told you before I left Georgia and everything, it's just I sit here and I watched, because me and you grew up right there together, you know what I'm saying? And so I sat there and I watched you grow from this to this, to this, to this, to this, and now to where you are today, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen the adversity that you've been faced with. You've seen the adversity I've been faced with. And the way I look at it, man, the way I try to tell people is that, man, the stuff that you go through right now is setting you up for something major. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not able to see exactly what's gonna happen. And that's the amazing thing about God. You know what I'm saying? He makes all these things happen, and people we see here, we're like, you know, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything I possibly can to make sure that I'm going down the right track. You know what I'm saying? And then something like, boom, it comes out of nowhere and it happens to you. And
Absolutely.
then you try to see, you like, well, am I doing something wrong? You know what I'm saying? But then, like you said earlier, it's really all about how you respond. You feel me? So your response, in my opinion, your response is what's going to determine your blessing. So if what's happening right now, us being locked inside of a house and everything like that, if you respond badly to that, you know what I'm saying, the blessing that God probably has on the other side of what you're going through right now, it's probably not going to be as great as it once was if you would have responded to that adversity with, you know what I'm saying, with faith in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Faith that everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. God is in control. You know what I'm saying? So Absolutely. That's why, you know, I wanted to bring you on here, man, because the world is in a panic right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's worried about the virus. Everybody's worried about this, but nobody's really looking at the big picture of who's in control of everything right now. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you can go out and touch a door and probably get it, but at the end of the day, there's only one person in this world who has the last say so. And so, man, that's why I wanted to bring you on here, man, to kind of give the members a word of encouragement, man. So if you have anything else to say, man, kind of tell them about Do Work and give them some last words of encouragement just to like send them out. And you know what I'm saying? So they can end this week or, you know, start out this week. It's only Wednesday. So you feel me? So just give them something, man, to push them through the rest of this.
Absolutely. Just to follow up on your last part, I think it's extremely important what you said, that, and what I got from it is controlling what you can control.
Right.
You can only control how you respond to things. You can only control your actions and your interactions and communication with other people, and trying to be positive in every situation, because truth be told, we truly don't know how bad this coronavirus is. We truly don't know how bad this pandemic is. We only know what the government allows us to know. So the only thing you can do is continue to be your best self every day, control the things you can control. If you're stuck in the house, be the best stuck in the house you can be. What that means, you're cleaning up. What that means, you're knocking out homework, doing working on a business plan that you've been putting off, or doing some real spring cleaning and getting rid of stuff. If you've been neglecting your family, you can take that time to spend time with your wife, your kids, your husband, your cousins, or whoever else you may be quarantined with. So just try to focus on controlling what you can control. The second part of that is you talked about how you go through things because God is preparing you. I'm a firm believer that he puts you through these things not only to develop certain skills and certain passions and prepare you on level 1 because you're going to need those skills on level 5. I'm also a firm believer that he puts us through certain things to see how bad we want it.
Right.
It's easy to want something when it's peachy. It's easy to chase after something when everything's going your way. Do you still want it that bad when it's not easy? Do you still want it that bad when you got to go through some adversity? Do you still want it that bad when you got to wake up early and stay up late and work 2-3 jobs to earn enough money to even fund your dreams or your goals?
Yes,
so I think he puts us through certain things like that because it's not that God is ever out of control.
Mm-hmm.
He just delegates his control in different actions from time to time just to see how his people are going to respond and see if we can still stand firm on the teachings that he's given us or the faith that we say we have in him. We were raised in the church, so you know you've heard all the time. You either pray or worry, but you can't do both.
Okay.
So I just commend anybody who's still talking positive. I commend and support anybody who's still trying to be the best version of themselves in this very, very awkward time in our country. So, man, shout out to y'all, Burn, and just be positive. But more about Do Work. Do Work is the movement in which Do Work Impact Group promotes. Do Work Impact Group consists of me and 6 of my friends that I went to college with. We played football together and then want to leave a lasting impact on the communities that we reside in and become some sort of mentorship group or a leadership group to inspire and motivate and encourage young people of all kinds and all backgrounds. But we also understand as 25 to 28-year-old young men that a lot of adults love to hear what we have to say. So it is our mission to encourage all people to become the best version of themselves by working diligently toward their goals and pursuing their passions on a daily basis. We envision a world where people pursue their passions and purpose with relentless effort and energy, regardless of what they may be going through or what adversity they may face. And my words of encouragement for Burn is to keep working out. I know that sounds really, really simple, but it's going to make sense to stay with me. Working out is a lot like the journey of life, right? When you first come in, you lost, you confused, you kind of glossed over, you're a little fuzzy, and maybe even hesitant of what you've gotten yourself into. Then you stretch out, you loosen up, you become more comfortable, you kind of settle into your workout, and right before you feel like, all right, I can do this, you hit your auxiliary lifts. And those auxiliary lifts usually crush you, usually kick your butt. Your arms get tired, your legs get heavy, fatigue starts to set in. Mental fatigue starts to set in. You start all this self-doubt and all this negative speech and all this negative energy starts flowing. And you start to ask yourself, can I really do this? Am I really capable of getting the things done? Can I hit this lift? Can I run this many sprints? Can I do cardio for this long? But if you fight through that, just like you would fight through adversity in life, you're going to get a reward on the back end. In the weight room, that reward is going to be results. You're going to see your pecs get bigger, your arms get bigger, your back get wider, your six-pack come in, your quads blow up. But in life, if you commit to the process and you finish and you fight through that adversity, you're going to see the goals and things that you want to see all the time. So what I've come to realize that all successful people will find at least 30 minutes to an hour each day, finding some time to focus on their fitness. Whether that means they're running, they're lifting weights, they're stretching, they're doing some research on a better technique for their squat. No matter what it is, they do spend at least 30 minutes to an hour on their fitness for several reasons. But I want to give you at least 3. The first is that they understand that you can't become the best version of yourself if you actually aren't working on becoming the best version of yourself. You can be as smart as you want to be up here, but if you're a fat slob, how are you the best version of yourself?
Right.
If you're out of shape and you can't make it from the bottom of your stairs to the top of your stairs, that's a health risk. It means you're not in the best version of yourself. You're not in the best shape of your life. So even if you're not this slim figure, you're not being the best version of yourself because you're not working towards that. So right. I think successful people understand that and know that. So they come to the gym because they know in order to be their best self, they have to be their best self all around in the complete and total capacity, not just in one area. Mm-hmm. Secondly, I think they understand that in order to perform at a high level, in order to handle their obligations and responsibilities to their full potential, they have to be in the best shape of their life. Whether they're performing, they're hosting meetings, they're on plane flights all across the country, handling different business. No matter what you're doing, in order to be your best self, you have to be in the best shape of your life because it's going to require you to be pulled in a lot of different directions with minimal sleep. The people who are in best shape, who can weather the storm when they're not getting much sleep, are those people who are in shape. Those people who are coming to the gym, who are put their body and stretch their bodies out to the max limit and know how far they can push themselves. And lastly, which I think is most important, is that successful people understand that what comes to the gym, what working out, what focusing on their fitness really does for them. Not only is it making their physique better, not only is it making their health better, but it's established a certain structure, a certain discipline, a certain protocol for their life. The commitment and the discipline they show to come in the gym even when they don't want to, or even if they had a long day at work, or is the same discipline and commitment they can show when they don't want to go to a meet, or when they get things thrown to them from their supervisor they really don't like or they're not interested in. You can make that commitment to yourself to get to the gym and push yourself and have a certain level of discipline to do that in the gym. You can carry those same parameters and the same protocol and those same disciplines and commitment to other areas of your life.
Yeah.
Inky Johnson says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So I'm challenging everybody at Burn and everybody who can listen to me right now or hear my voice to operate in excellence every day, no matter what you're doing, no matter at what level you're doing, whether professional or amateur, for leisure or for a career. No matter what you're doing, operating excellent, because that excellence, that commitment that you establish in the gym is the commitment you're going to carry forward in your life. That discipline that you show in the gym is discipline that you can have in your life. And once you show your discipline, then you commit to it. And then once you commit to it, you see results. When you see results, you start to see confidence. When you see confidence grow, then you have a passion for it. And nothing can help weather your storm. Nothing can help shake you. You're going to be bold. You're going to be stand firm. You're going to be confident in everything you're doing because you know the work that you put into it. And when you establish that kind of sweat equity, when you establish that kind of commitment level, you establish that kind of discipline, that's when you're going to start achieving your goals. That's when you're going to start living the life you want to live. That's when you're going to be more purposeful and impactful in all your actions on a day-to-day basis. So I'm challenging you on this Workday Wednesday to realize that you're not just going to the gym. You're not just fitting your fitness goals. You're establishing a certain structure and protocol to your life. You're establishing a certain commitment level to you, the people you're around, people that you influence, and the people that you impact on a daily basis. Jim Rohn says that discipline is the bridge between accomplishments and goals. Discipline is the bridge between accomplishments and goals. So I'm challenging everybody who can hear my voice to stay disciplined on your workout regimen, even if you can't come to Burn. Stay disciplined in your commitment to yourself, even if you can't see Brandon or Roy. Stay disciplined in the things that you challenge yourself to do, that you committed yourself to do, even after the mood you set in has left. That's what real commitment is. And you don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell Brandon, you don't have to tell Roy or anybody else that you come in contact with. You're going to know within yourself because you can't get out more than you put in. So I'm challenging you guys today to stay committed, stay disciplined, and remember, if a man don't work, he don't eat. So do work.
Hey, man. They can't get motivated off there, bro. I don't know what else to do. So,
hey, man, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You spoke to me just now. You feel me?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Thank you, man.
You spoke to us. So, man, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you taking out this time to just motivate our people, man. And you stay motivated yourself. Stay up, all right? Keep God first.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, man, I'm your favorite worker, D. Wynn. Remember, man, who don't work, don't eat. You can follow us at dowork_official on all social media platforms, and we'll love to reach out and connect with you guys. I know you're in Iowa and we're in Georgia right now, but we can connect and keep each other motivated. Again, I appreciate the opportunity. Godspeed.